The Witch in the Glass by Sarah Piatt, 1836 to 1919. My mother says I must not pass too near that glass. She is afraid that I will see a little witch that looks like me, with a red, red mouth to whisper low the very thing I should not know. Alack, for all your mother's care, a bird of the air, a wistful wind, or, I suppose, sent by some hapless boy, a rose, with breath too sweet, will whisper low the very thing you should not know. Okay, this is a poem by Sarah Piatt, Sarah Morgan Bryan Piatt. She's an American. She was born in Kentucky. Okay, she was born into a slaveholding family. Her mother died when she was 8 years old, and then she was sent to various different plantations in Kentucky to live with relatives. Her father had married again. Eventually she went to live with her father and his stepmother, but then she was sent on to an aunt as well. But this is Sarah Piatt is a lady from the deep south before the Civil War. Let's see, she married John James Piatt, who was an aspiring poet as well, who worked for the U.S. Treasury. Later, they were sent. Her husband was sent to Ireland as the consul to the U.S. and they lived there for 11 years, and I'm pretty sure this poem is from her time in Ireland. Okay, so The Witch in the Glass. What is this about? Okay, this poem is about mothers wanting to care for their children, to keep their children safe from harm, to keep the dangerous outside world back and away from them. But it never works, and children need to find their own way in life. They need to find their own solutions to the problems of life. And a mother can warn their child again and again and again about things, but we all need to find find the difficulties and problems in life and find our own solutions to them. My mother says I must not pass too near that glass. That glass is a looking glass. It's a mirror. So my mother says I mustn't go too close to that mirror. She is afraid that I will see a little witch that looks like me. So what I like about this is I think in the mirror, the witch that she sees is the child turning bad or becoming an adult and learning and embracing all sorts of vices, and this witch, this little witch in the mirror says, with a red, red mouth to whisper low the very thing I should not know. So if she goes too close to the mirror, her reflection in the glass will tell her all about the things that her mother doesn't want her to know. This could be about boys, this could be about vice, this could be about all sorts of things. I think the red mouth, this is the mouth with lipstick. And I think this is almost referring to sex and boys and things like that. And her mother doesn't want her to know anything about these things. Yeah, and this witch in the mirror, this evil alter ego that the girl is going to turn into, because she's going to hear the things that her mother doesn't want her to know. Alack for all your mother's care. So alack, alas, it doesn't matter how much your mother tries to protect you from life, to protect you from the world. A bird of the air, a wistful wind, or I suppose sent by some hapless boy arose, with breath too sweet will whisper low the very thing you should not know. So your mother's going to try very hard, but you're going to find out the things that your mother doesn't want to know. A bird flying by could tell you about it, or a wind thinking, or a rose sent by some poor boy, some unfortunate boy. Yeah. You're going to learn these things that your mother doesn't want you to know, whatever happens. Yeah, and one of these things, the bird, the wind, the boy, with this sweet breath will tell you very, very quietly the very thing, the exact thing that your mother doesn't want you to know. And then the world is going to pervert you. No, it's not. You're going to find your own solutions and your own way of dealing with the world. And I think that's the idea. It's talking about a mother's fears for her daughter, and I think it's talking about growing up and meeting life. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. A Witch in the Glass by Sarah Piatt.